He's he's almost tier 3, so I'm definitely aware of that. If he gets tier 3, I know the aviaries are definitely his expansion. Then he can make griffins, and I don't want him making griffins, because griffins and their magic damage take down demolishers and towers very quickly. So that's no good. So obviously I make it a priority to focus down this hall. Notice I now have LS, so I LS this grunt and just throw him into the mix. There we go. So that everything that's repairing is also taking damage from lightning shield. That's a great item drop, what can I say? So now he has one expansion that is now only a town hall. The Griffin aviaries have gone up, so he will be able to build Dragonhawks, even though I'm going to take down his keep. So he will have air. And I'm aware of that, and if you look back at my base, I'm already building Bat Riders, and I already have a second Bestiary. Just kind of common sense from my part. So what am I concerned of right now? One concern is that he re-expos at my natural expo in the bottom right. I'll be making sure to check that frequently. Another concern is that he burrow rapes me or does serious damage to my economy with that Mountain King. And then the final worry is that he is almost level 5 Mountain King. Tears apart my level 2 very vulnerable Shadow Hunter and my level 4 still sort of vulnerable Blade Master. Those will die pretty quickly to the focus fire. Anyways, 49 food for me, 26 food for him out of 30. So I did a good job taking down his farms, and I'm forcing him to waste resources on rebuilding farms. I haven't gone tier 3, nor will I. Just because A, I know he's not going to have tier 3, and B, it's just going to be a waste at my point of resources that I could use for other things. What other things? An expansion. And if you look, I've expanded at his main, whereas 6,000 gold is remaining. I didn't do the best. I probably could have at least forced a port of. Oh, he comes back. Mistake on his part, I think, because now I'm going to force a port. Or even get a kill. I should have hexed. Oh, wow. A late hex on my part. I would have got that kill. Anyways, now I'm aware that he's got Dragonhawks, although I was pretty much assuming he had before. I'm taking down my demolishers. I should be running them to my towers. There we go. My hero's almost there, but I don't get any kills. Unfortunate. I would have gotten a free ensnare or something there. One thing I should be doing is building a Voodoo Lounge on his side of the map, probably at my expansion. I'm going to do that in good time, I know. But the point of that is that I don't have to go all the way back to my base for clarities, and for healing salves, which is nice and advantageous. You see I'm sending a scout peon to this bottom right expansion. Like I said, I don't want him to sneak an expansion in there, because he has the mines that have the most gold left in them. So if it becomes a war of attrition where he has 2 mines that I can't touch because they have mass towers, he's probably going to win the game just based on the fact that his mines have more gold in them than I do. And that's definitely in my head too. This is the mine with the... I don't know how those... Ogre Magi woke up there at night, but whatever. Anyway, so I know he hasn't expanded. I see it as Dragonhawks were trying to go. I'm concerned that they're going to harass my base. I mean, he can choose to if he wants, but I'm going to ensnare one of them. So he wisely decides not to. I know this is a risky on my part. I search out the Dragonhawks with the bats. If he had, I think he had enough Dragonhawks there that he could have shackled them, and then that would have been really bad for me. So a risky move on my part, but nonetheless, I end up doing well there. I trade all my bats for, 3, at least 3, maybe 4 Dragonhawk kills. He's teching to tier 2. Something that's sort of necessary. You can't stay tier 1 for too long. Because I know that if I take down the aviaries and he's only tier 1, he can't rebuild them, which is really going to hurt him more. And also, because I've taken down his main, he doesn't have the option of using... Does he have the option of using militia? Maybe he does. Yeah, I guess he does. Let's see. But anyways, I know that I want to safely take down at least one of these aviaries, knowing that he can't rebuild it. And here you see he's just picking off units with that level 3 bolt. Obviously terrifying me. He's left some farms in range, so they're fortified armor. It's pretty easy for me to just pick those off. Training bats still. I mean, I could go mass raids, I could bat. It's really... both have advantages. I probably should be building more raids at this point, though, frankly, because I know I can outnumber him with bats. He doesn't have too many Dragon Hawks to really warrant bats. He's still building footmen. Anyway, so now I'm just picking away at his mine. My expansion at his main is going up, and you'll see him sending peasants to it. So once I have an economic advantage to support my upkeep, it's just he's put in a time limit where he has to, you know, get an expansion, or take down my army before I completely decimate his base. So if you look, I'm 58 for 80 food. He's 41 for 42. He's continually losing more towers and more farms every time. So he's gonna have to. You notice he's rebuilding more farms in the back of his base. Blah. The wards going up. They're only level 1 wards, and I'm sure at level 3 I'm gonna go wards again, which is a questionable decision actually versus level 5 Mountain King. You might consider getting the healing, but I also knew I didn't have very much mana at the time anyway, so wards were kind of the instant choice. I detonate the bats. I could have gotten one more kill, but it wasn't fast enough. So now he's got 1 Dragon Hawk, and I'm just terrified of entering his base and fully dealing with these towers, which he isn't bothering to repair. I see the level 5 Mountain King with that Demolisher. Oh, I guess I didn't see it. I could have... Oh, there we go. It's pretty easy to focus it down. I mean, you see how quickly Bolt takes down even just that Raider just pretty quickly dies to Bolt. Yeah, so he's calling Militia. I didn't realize he could call Militia from that mine anymore, but I guess because he teched it up. Because it's keep now. This is a terrible fight for me, and I should be backing up, and I'm wisely backing up. And I could have taken down that 10 HP Dragon Hawk with one of the wards, or that 58 one that was ensnared, so not the best fight for me. But at this point, 39 food for him, 53 for me. Again, like I said, he's on a time limit, and I've pretty much won the game. I'm very comfortable taking down whatever he's got, even if it costs me more. I wasted the LS there. I should have used it on the ground instead of the raid. Ugh. Anyways, 450 HP blade. See how quickly? 400, 350, 99. So it died pretty quickly there. To Bolt Focus Fire. Pretty poor decision on my part to be so careless with the blade. But once again, I'm in pretty good shape. I mean, all his stuff is weak. He's got that one